Welcome, everyone, to this crazy edition of Talented Universe today on the day after Thanksgiving, the 28th of November in 2025. And I have Liz with me, and she is going to introduce our fabulous guests today. Liz, go right ahead.
I absolutely cannot wait to do this. We finally got you both on the couch at the same time. We have the absolutely remarkable Declan Clifford and the other astonishingly remarkable Riley Nottingham. How are you guys? Super Black Friday.
Yeah. Oh, I'm great. I'm stoked to be here. I'm
excited.
Astonishing. Thank you. Wonderful description.
I know you guys always boost our egos so much. We have to go out in the real world for an ego check after this.
I just love the music. I think I want to get the music, the intro music, as my ringtone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told the artist that you really liked it, and I was talking to him yesterday.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah, but I'd forgotten to tell him that you were going to be on again. But sadly, he's sound asleep right now, so it would have been nice if he could have joined us. But it is let's see, 2 a.m. for him right now. So,
okay.
He should definitely be asleep then.
He should be, and I'm hoping he is. But go ahead, Liz. I'd like to interrupt you.
Oh, that's okay. I'm used to that after all this time. Sorry, you know full well we throw burns at each other. This was your very first Turkey Day, Thanksgiving here in America.
Mm-hmm.
I have got to ask you guys this. One, what did you think of the whole thing? And did you wind up having a favorite dish?
Yeah. It was honestly amazing. I feel like America does holidays so much better than Australia, personally. No shade to Australians, but it was an incredible day. We went over to a friend's house and they did this incredible. They had
the
turkey. They had the squash
and the stuffing and the bread. But they made everything.
Bread.
They made the bread and then the loaves of bread that weren't so perfect over the last few weeks as they were trialing the baking process. They'd used as the stuffing and the cranberries with a big
pumpkin pie, which I'm obsessed with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable. Just jaw to the floor.
Yeah, this is a bit embarrassing, but I got so excited. I was like, I'm going to have a full second plate. And I was eating and eating. And about 15 minutes afterwards, I felt so sick because I had just overeaten to the point that it felt physically unwell. And so I was just clutching my stuff.
Is that the first time you'd had pumpkin pie, Declan?
I'd had it back when I'd visited the States back in 2013. So 12 years ago.
Long time ago.
So I was overdue.
Yeah. Just in reference, if you guys do it again next year, wear stretch pants. You will not feel as full.
Yes.
So
this is where I went wrong, I think. Everything was tightly suctioned in.
Yeah, don't do that. How absolutely sleepy were you after you guys got done?
So sleepy.
Yeah, kind of sleepy. Yeah, definitely by 11 o'clock or whatever. Feeling tired. But I'm ready to do it again. It was great. It was so good. I mean, Halloween's so great, and Thanksgiving is so good. Yeah, it's just. Yeah,
we're really trying to lean into the Americanness now being here. We're really trying to make the most of it.
Well, you guys, we are sliding into the holiday season. I know, Thanksgiving and all was kind of new for you guys, but you have to have some holiday traditions from back home that, you hopefully would still either carry through now that you're here in the U.S. or you're going to go back home type of thing for the holidays. So, what are those traditions?
I think for Australians, Christmas is really the big one. But the through the year holidays, maybe Easter, but I think that's more for the kids, I would say.
I would say that Easter and Christmas are the two of the biggest. We've also got Anzac Day, which is kind of
it's not really
it's a commemoration day. Australia Day, which is kind of our Independence say, I don't know, equivalent would it be?
It's more actually Thanksgiving, actually.
Oh, really?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. But I would say that in Australia, Christmas and Easter is more obviously there's the religious traditions and connotations, but it's kind of more secular in terms of from Good Friday to Easter Monday. It's like chocolate, and it's like all the eggs and painting the eggs and Easter egg hunts and chocolate bunnies everywhere. So that's really big. Then
I think that's Riley because
Boxing Day. Hey, I wasn't the one who was overstretched yesterday, so I don't know.
They're throwing him under the bus.
So Boxing Day though is a thing that doesn't exist here. So the 26th of December is really big in Australia. It's Boxing Day, and a lot of families might do something on the 25th, but the 26th of December is actually a really big day for people to get together. So yeah, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, whereas here I think the 26th isn't really. It's just the day after Christmas. It's nothing special here. Is that right?
It's not really that special here. Some people do partake in Boxing Day. I mean, my family does simply because I think it's a wonderful tradition. But other than that, so
yeah.
So,
Okay.
But wrapping up and speaking with the holidays, New Year's is coming right up around the corner as well. And I know you both have horrible, planning with different things and different projects coming in that'll yank you away. But at the moment, and I saw your face, Riley, do you guys have anything planned for New Year's?
I don't think we have actually anything specific planned, but I'm putting out to the universe that it'll be an amazing. Like I'm not. I think we have a few. I think things are starting to trickle in of what people's plans are. I don't know, but I'm excited to do something. I don't know what it will be, but I feel like it'll be really good. I feel like an invitation is going to come from someone.
If anyone wants to invite us to something,
if
you want us at New Year's, say the word.
Maybe we can go to multiple New Year's. Just go bang, 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 bang.
Exactly. Yes.
But well, you guys need to go to New York and watch the ball drop.
Yeah.
That would be from Times Square. You guys need to do that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think we're keen to have like an LA Christmas, New Year's this year, and then maybe next year.
Yeah, and we actually went back home for a wedding in the last few months, and we kind of treated that as an early Christmas and seeing family and stuff. So we usually do go home, I would say, for the holidays. But if you do that every year, then people go, "Oh, what's Thanksgiving like in America? What's what's Christmas like in America?" And we go, we don't know because we've never been here. So we kind of wanted to stay here this time. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael, I'm going to toss it to you because I know we have a lot of questions in the
We do have a lot. I'm trying to sort through some of them, but I'm doing the best I can.
Sorry to interrupt, Michael. It's just bothering me. I would love to know how did you decide to put Declan's name first, Declan Clifford and Riley Nottingham in this? I'm just curious.
I switched it around, but you're the ones who put that there. So you're Declan and he's Riley right now.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I can fix that, and I'll fix that after I go through some questions because that drives me when we have 2 or 3 guests and they put them in the wrong order. It drives me crazy.
No, it's perfect. I'm just
no, but seriously, everywhere else I kept switching.
Oh.
First, I did alphabetical, and then my thing was who was on our show first.
Yeah,
and then I made some. I said.
It's in order of who ate the most at Thanksgiving.
Well, in that case, now that will be the next time you're both on. I will put a little subheading: who ate the most at Thanksgiving? They will be first on the list. Yes. Mm-hmm.
You're not the real Thanksgiving CEO.
Yeah, the reason I introduced you guys first is D comes before R. I did it alphabetically, not
Yeah.
So.
We do definitely.
Yeah. But it's just all depends. I mean, I thought about who's older, and I'm not going there. So I just
you don't want to go there.
No, I don't want to go there. Mm-hmm. So here is from Marsha Middleton. She could not join us today, and I'm very sorry about that. Question for you both, both, whatever. We just had American Thanksgiving. Is it similar food-centered holidays in Australia? So in other words, it's kind of what you said, but I wanted to throw that up. Is there a holiday in Australia that has something similar, do you think?
Well, like Australia Day, you would have, I mean, Australia Day is more controversial, but you would have like Australian themed, like it's very centered around barbecues and the beach and
okay.
And like Australian.
And like did I win or was I a finalist in a Lamington eating competition? So those happen on Australia Day. Lamingtons, I think, you might not know what they are. Anyone listening or watching, they are sponge cake covered in chocolate and then also covered in coconut chips or flakes over the top of shredded coconut. Yeah. And Lamington eating competitions occur around Australia Day. So that's something I think of. And then also just something I think of Bunnings. So we have what's the equivalent of Bunnings here? Like a trade store, Home Depot. Yeah. So outside every Bunnings, there's Bunnings sausage sizzle. So you can get a hot dog for like $1 or $2 or something. And so that's actually incredibly big.
It's big to do that on Australia Day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Marcia has another question. This is more fun, I think. This is for Riley. Yes. In what country was My Stepdaughter's Idol is My Junior Boyfriend filmed? It seems like it might have been filmed abroad.
Yes. My Stepdaughter's Idol is My Junior Boyfriend. We filmed that in China. So that was an amazing international team. And it was incredible. And the scope of it was, amazing. That was China. And it looks I actually haven't watched the whole full thing yet, but I've seen bits of it. It came out recently and it's pretty cool. Like it's pretty epic, and the number of characters in it and stuff and some of the locations. It was super hot, so hot filming. Oh my gosh. But it looks amazing. And I often think that sometimes when the shoots are most challenging, just with the heat or conditions like that, it turns out the best. And I'm curious if Marcia comes back, what it was, how you knew it was filmed abroad, what was different about it, the landscape or
throw that up there, Marcia.
Saying
what triggered your question about that. That's a good thing. But and then there's one other I'm going to do. Then I'm going to go either to Liz or I'll go to another question depending on what we want to do. Riley, well, this is kind of obvious. From Melting Me, or Mel. Riley, are you also from Australia like Declan? But did you both meet in Australia or did you meet in the US or somewhere else?
So Mel, I am also from Australia. So I grew up in Brisbane in Queensland. So if you've heard of the Gold Coast, that's where a lot of our movie studios are. And Brisbane to the Gold Coast is like LA to Santa Monica in terms of distance. And I grew up there.
San Diego? LA to San Diego?
No.
Santa Monica. LA to Santa Monica.
Well, yeah, it's like an hour drive. Like Brisbane to Gold Coast is like an hour.
Yeah, but where? Okay.
I was just like distance-wise. I was just like...
It depends where you're starting from.
It's inland from the beach. Inland from the beach. And then I moved to Melbourne when I was 21. And Melbourne, because a lot of people move to Melbourne or Sydney, it's kind of like New York or LA, people moving to. And then I met Declan in 2018 in Melbourne. And then moved here in 2024.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. That is cool. That's cool. Now, I think we asked you this before, but I'll just go because I think we've got some different people this time than we had before. What motivated you or got you to move to the United States since you're both born and raised in Australia?
Well, you guys are the epicenter of film and TV, and I think it's the way that Americans tell stories. I think personally appeals to both of us. The productions over here, there's just an element to the storytelling that is big and exciting, I think, and there's just so much more opportunity over here for actors. And I think moving overseas is an experience everyone should have if they can, because it forces you so much to grow, and it's exposing you to so many new perspectives. And for an actor specifically, that's an amazing thing to expose yourself to. So, but it was Riley who came with the idea first. I think at the time we were floating around Canada, London, and the US, and we just at that time when he first floated it, I wasn't even acting. And
oh, really? What were you doing? What were you doing?
I was working my job as a lawyer.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So it was, and so I was a bit more reluctant at first, but then I think the more that like I warmed up to the idea of it, and then we ended up applying for the green card in 2020 just to see what would happen, and then we found out 2021 we got it. No, 2022. Yeah, well, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to wait. A lot of lawyering and applying and all that stuff. But look, Australia is just a way smaller population. So in terms of the industry, it is just, I think, harder to make it sustainable. So I've been performing since I was little, and I've had some amazing opportunities, and Declan's done some amazing stuff in Oz, and we love to go back there to work when stuff comes up. But I think in opportunity, population is a massive thing. Like our country is a bit smaller than the US, and we've got, in terms of size, and we've got 26 million people. You guys have got.
We have a few more. Than
that.
300.
Just a little. Yeah.
And so it's just the auditions. There are more auditions here. So many more. And as an actor in Australia, the rhetoric's always like, oh, I just want auditions. I just want the chance. Like more auditions, more auditions, more auditions. And here that kind of occurs. It can be too many auditions sometimes, which is a great thing. It's just exciting. It's the Olympics. I think I felt this before, and I feel it strongly now, that it's really good to go wherever the Olympics of what you do is. So if you really want to be in theatre at the top of your game, I mean, Broadway and West End, they're Broadway and West End for a reason. If you are I don't know if Silicon Valley still is the hub as much as it used to be, but wherever, if you want to be a software developer, go to the Olympics of what you do, because it also just pushes you and challenges you. And then when you do go back to your home country, you take that experience. It's just cool as well to be, Australia is always there. I think wherever you come from is always there, and it's good to go while you're still in the starting or mid phases of your career, go and do stuff, and then bring all that back home, because what else can I say?
Well, I mean, that's it. So there we go.
Yeah.
But,
and I don't know if you noticed or not, but Marcia did answer your question.
Oh, she did. I did not. Can you pull it up?
Here, I'll pull that. Yep, there it is. So it says the outside scenes, the sky, some of the background cast members. She said she actually thought it might have been Turkey.
Yeah, cool. I'd like to go to Turkey. There are the sky. That's interesting. You can tell from the sky. That's so cool. Yeah, a lot do film in Turkey though, and definitely some of the actors might have been from Turkey. So yeah, cool. Did you enjoy it? I hope you enjoyed it. It's really fun. It's really, really cool script. I like that character.
Yeah, since you were on both, this is for both of you, and then I'm going to go back to Liz. Since you were with us before, I see Declan was on first, and Riley, you came a little bit later.
Won't hold it against you, obviously.
Yeah. Well, how many projects have you done since then that you've been on? Let's start with Declan right now. Did you know how many you've done since? I could give you the date if you want me to look it up, but I know it was probably about 2 or 3 months ago.
I want to say 5. I want to say
right.
I want to say 5 since we spoke. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that you can recall. Because you're still recouping from the overeating from yesterday.
That's right. My brain is at 50%.
Yes, I'm with you there. I understand that.
Poor boy's got to eat.
I'm
Got
glad,
to feel the.
glad I wasn't in the golden lame shorts.
Oh God.
Well, we're not going there right now. Liz will do that later. Riley,
No, I'm not Marsha.
Well, that's true, but you have to fill in for her.
This is true. This is true.
So Riley, how many do you think you've done since you were on?
When was I on? Do you remember?
It was about 2 months ago.
2 months ago. Yeah, maybe 5 or 6. Oh, I've done. Yeah, I think it's probably 5 or 6.
All verticals or other things?
I've done. Okay, what have I done? I mean, I've still been doing the musical time to time. Saw, and then but main auditions and then mainly verticals, I think, because VHS and Demoness, they were earlier. Oh, I've done a short film, maybe 2 short films,
and they're not out yet, I assume.
No, not out yet.
If you can't talk about them, don't talk about them. But you did 2 short films.
Yeah, I've done some short films as well.
Okay. Yeah, hey, that's something. Liz, I'll let you go on.
Well, I'm going to kind of wrap one thing up with our food and see if we can move on. We know that we're going into, like the high snack season, especially with it being the holidays coming up and Christmas and all that. What is both of you each can answer this? What is your kryptonite when it comes to crafty?
The coffee.
Coffee. Okay. That'd be mine too. Yeah.
I hate that little bad boy too much. Probably the drinks.
I used to have like a lot more like Diet Coke and stuff. I don't really. At the moment, I'm just on the LaCroix. Like if there's a sparkly, bubbly anything, I'll steal lots of those. I go through quite a lot of those in the day. If I haven't had brekkie though, and there's like some amazing bagels, I do like the bagels.
You would say that.
Oh, yeah, I know. Michael's got an absolutely killer bagel place right there next to him, and I've been trying to figure out how to get him to fly them out to me.
Yeah,
I did ask the manager.
I know.
I did yesterday when I was there.
Oh, so besides building a new shop here somewhere in California.
No, he said that is not going to happen. So, but he was actually, he has to ship some out to friends out in California too.
Oh, he does. Oh,
so
okay.
he's been looking into it. Yeah. So I was going to tell you that, but since we're talking about bagels now because of Riley, it's like, well, whatever.
Blame it on Riley.
I'm going to blame it on Riley because I can't blame it on me. So.
No comment.
But anyway, I had pumpernickel bagels today.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, so good. So good. Oh my gosh.
But moving on, away from that, it's kind of funny that you both would say stuff like that because I'm like Declan. I would be totally. It's the coffee, and with you as well, the bubbly water. But Declan, you just finished. I think you filmed it in September, if I remember correctly. The hero should never stay low, and your character was injured in combat and was in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Now, did you do any research, and in that, did you wind up carrying your body any differently in the wheelchair that you would do maybe differently than just sitting in a chair?
That was an interesting one because I spoke with the director about this. So because there was this interesting line with this character of there's this plot, which is, I guess, very, very vertically, but he can actually stand again. So at that point in the story, when we do see him in that, the director was already conscious of the fact that he was starting to regain some movement. So that was kind of an interesting place to approach that from, and obviously wanted to do that carefully. But what we tried to focus on was more like his beaten down nature from his circumstances and showing that, I guess, that side of how abuse in a family can impact someone's psyche and keep them low, I guess, as the title of the show suggests. So it was interesting because we did have that conversation of how the body should be changed and things like that. But because Peter at that time could effectively, he was starting to regain that ability, we didn't put so much of that physicality in there.
Okay. I was just curious. I was just curious with that. Well, I was a nurse many years before I retired, and that's one of the things that I've noticed is people that I have known that were completely normal and then have gotten injured. Everything tends to change a little bit, either because of the mental aspect and the weight of doing, or just the body itself with the different muscles and different things withering or doing different things. So yeah.
Yes.
Riley, I have to tell you this. Streetlights to me was probably one of the most beautifully shot music videos that I have seen here recently. And Scott Frenzel's tone is absolutely remarkable in this. And I just wanted to tell you guys, it really kind of threw me back to like an 80s or a 90s type almost video. What exactly, or how did you get the role? Did you audition for it, or?
So yeah, one, thank you. Thanks for that. I mean, yeah, Scott, amazing artist. So that one, so I submitted to it, but I actually think because it's a music video is a bit different, it's kind of what you look like, and then they direct you and there's no dialogue or anything. I think it was just an offer based on my work. I know they really liked seeing Metrosexual, my comedy series, even though it's not really related to the music video. The music video isn't super funny or anything.
Right.
They, the director Alyssa and Scott, the singer and artist, I think they looked at that and said, "Oh, he seems like a friendly person." That's really the main thing. They wanted to work because they have a wonderful team they've assembled over the last few years making music videos. And so that was an offer. And then in terms of the shoot itself, it was just, it was beautiful. I mean, I loved the song. When we sent me the song, I was like, wow, I love this. And then the storyboard, I was like crying from the storyboard. And then it's literally, I mean, Declan can tell you, but Declan can't, I dragged him. I think you shot something.
Yeah.
I think he'd come home like bleary-eyed. I was like, quickly, we've got to come to...
No, I met you there.
That's right.
They had like a watch party.
Because my parents were here too.
When the music video came out, and it was like 10:30 at night. Actually, it was when I was filming Pool Boy. I came from Pool Boy.
Not in the bathing suit, right?
Not in the bathing suit.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe it was, I can't remember. But it was
you didn't come in the bathing suit.
It was from this. It was from a set. It was 10:30 at night. They put on the video. Ruined.
And he started crying.
It was so sad. Oh my
God.
Yeah,
same here with me.
Yeah, it is a beautiful. I'm so. It's one of the best, like my favorite things I've ever done, truly. And the way it's like, and actually going back to the question of why we moved to America, it's that, I mean, I have wonderful times in Australia, but projects like that where it's like, it's just the artistry, the vision from the director, and that, someone's made this beautiful song, and then they've gone, oh, we want to make this music video. And because they have the idea of this, how they want the music video to be in the characters and the 50s theme, then they invent this character, and then they need an actor to portray that character. And it's just like so amazing. And Scott, Scott is just amazing. Like, he's someone who's started making TikToks and YouTube stuff during COVID, has blown up, and then he started doing music, and then he's like kind of he still is a big influencer YouTuber person, but then he's an amazing musician, amazing artist who then is creating these beautiful films, these music videos. It's just such an honor to be part of it, honestly.
Like I said, that entire song, and you're right, you don't leave out of there dry-eyed. It's not possible to. Between the lyrics of the song, the tone of his voice, and the video artistry behind it, it was just gorgeous. And you did phenomenal with that.
Yeah.
But on a different note, you, for the first time, and I'm going to get to you here in a minute, Declan, But you, for the first time, I actually wanted to dispose of this. Well, no, it would get me banned. No, dispose of you, shall we say? And I was literally freaking cheering when you met your demise, when a certain bomb exploded. When, hey boss, your company is getting bombed. I'm sorry, I have never seen you be as a character like that, and that to me is right there. That I had those emotions signals you as an amazing actor, that you can bring out that much emotion and anger within me.
But see, was your blood just boiling? Did you not,
Yeah.
Liam? My name is
like killing me.
Are we on a first name basis, boy?
Oh, I know.
Wesley. Yeah, that. But that. So yeah, boss, your company's getting bombed. Oh, hey, your boss. Yeah, hey, boss, your company's.
Hey, your boss is getting bombed. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I think Real Short's first. They've done more now, but it was their first one in production of like a male going for the male audience with. I mean, we've got zero intimacy. We've got really, it's just this real time story of a guy who can read Clyde Lane, who can he can see people's death timers. He can see when people are going to die and how they're going to. Well, he doesn't know how they're going to die, but they are going to die, and so it's really interesting. And it was so special, and I really fought to. I auditioned for it, but I fought to be, because there were a few scheduling issues and stuff, and it looked like I couldn't do it, and then I could do it, and I couldn't do it, and I could do it. And I kind of really fought to really do it, because I loved the script and the idea of it, and I really loved playing him. And the filmmakers, they did a lot of really cool stuff. That was a really special set. So yeah, and I think that was also the first big. I played other villains, but it
seems like a departure a lot from what we've normally been used to in the vertical setting, the CEO and all that. It was different, and it was much more enjoyable as far as I was concerned. It was a break from things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you enjoyed the change?
Oh, very much so. But that is a lot more where you're focused. Don't get me wrong. I like the Rami-Kami, sweetie stuff, but I prefer horror, which we will get into later with a couple of things with you. But I prefer that, and I prefer action.
Yeah.
Those are my two big main things. So like I said, you instilled such emotion with me that I wanted to reach through my screen and just that just proved to me right there. You are still phenomenal actor, and I can't literally wait to see you do more and more.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, that means a lot. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing him. When you started to go,
you knew where I was going.
It's going to be one of the villains. It's sometimes I get messages from people saying, "Hey, I really hated you until I saw you in an interview or something, and now I see that you're like a nice person," which I kind of take as a compliment, because that I'm glad. You should feel an emotion when you're seeing, especially our character Lee, and I'm pretty. Well, he's part of. I can go on a tangent here, but this was actually like a series of 3 or 4 roles that were American Psycho-esque. Like Patrick Bateman was the reference for these characters, and for some reason, there were 3 or 4 in a row where the director or the filmmakers or the writers gave kind of Patrick Bateman as a reference, and that's in Boss, Your Company's Getting Bombed. I kind of did see it as is it metaphor, allegory, whatever it was a conversation about workplaces, and specifically, I mean, what kind of the toxic workplace culture. So it's important to be that toxic person, and then you see that Liam is toxic because his boss is toxic.
Exactly.
It's like it's this creative thing, but yeah. Thanks for watching.
Your other characters, even though you put bad, evil characters or whatever, have never explicitly put that type of emotion that one did. But Declan, I said you're not off the hot seat either on this. When you did, you fired the backbone of Detroit. You literally freaking. If you were my kid, I'd have gone in there, turned you over my knee, and slapped you silly for behaving that way. I have never seen a more stuck-up, self-entitled little you-know-what in my life.
That character's just me.
But we know different. But no, it was just, you had to have had fun playing that and, kind of expounding to that range.
I think you just witnessed the last Declan Clifford vertical villain with that role. I have now hung up my villain cap.
Good.
By the backbone of Detroit. I've gone out truly with the worst of the worst. I think that's the worst villain I've ever played.
What's the worst thing he does in that?
I'm just so cool. We're just
everything.
That's
I mean, literally everything between, picking on the main character because of the fact that he's this is the part that really irritated me with the writers of this, though, just so you know. They have a person who cannot be older than 35, 38 playing somebody who has 60? Been in the industry for 40 years, so he has to be 60 something. No. But the worst thing in my mind was the degrading of the fact, of his age, and the saying that he's a boomer, and then it was just getting me. It was like, my God, have a little respect.
Oh my gosh.
The thing I loved that you got your karma in the end. Yeah. I literally died laughing. I'm like, oh, finally. I'd have just liked to do something that have fallen on you in the process.
Screaming. Love it.
But on that note, there's one good thing. Those suits you were wearing. Oh my God. I want those suits. Not only did you look so good in them, but did you have any input to wardrobe and saying, no, I want that one and that one, or they just did it for you?
You never have any say, really. I haven't had any say, but the costume designer Joseph I've worked with, he also did another vertical I was on called I'm Her Mother Neil, and he's amazing and has really great fun ideas, and they wanted to make, I guess, that character just as completely outrageous as possible in every single way, hence the orange suits. So
yeah,
go Joseph. I love it.
Wow. On that one, I'm going to toss it back to Michael because I know we still have a lot in the chat room.
We do. We got a few more. I'm going to do a few of them. From Chitawan, we would love to see you in a vertical together. When that happens, what story would you like to tell?
Well, I've got okay. Well, thank you. We'd love to see ourselves in vertical as well. Well, we've kind of each got one that we've written, and I'll say my one first. But I've got one that's set in space with your wonderful backdrop, Michael. And so there's a role for each of us in that as space crew. I won't give away the story because I do hope to get it up soon.
I'll let people see it for a minute, so they can think of you in space. So now we'll go back to reality.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. So that's the one I'd like to do, and then I'm also working on a kind of an LA one about psychics and stuff like tarot cards and stuff in LA. That's a work in progress. And then you want to?
I think it'd be really fun, obviously, to do like a romance one together. I've been very interested in the idea of like a medieval type queer vertical because I don't think that has been done in the genre before, and something that I think Riley could make a very good Kingsguard, or he could be a prince or something like that, and I could be a poor serving boy playing on those made for my nemesis tropes. Could be really fun with this.
We could do a body swap.
Body swap would be really fun.
That'd be fun.
I could find out what it feels like to eat so much at Thanksgiving. I'm kidding.
But honestly, it is actually like, I think, a little strange working with your partner it would be an adjustment for us, I think. Because I think it's easier to separate yourself from the character when it's like not in your home life. So it'd be so interesting to like live together and then go film something for 12 hours a day together. It'd be such an interesting experience. But we did it with Hive, so we could absolutely do it again.
Yeah. No, it'd be fun. It's quite amazing we haven't been on the same cast of something, to be honest. Like, that's what I'm always... We've done 60, closer to maybe 70 over 70.
When we started doing verticals, sometimes we would get cast in the same roles, and if one of us couldn't do it, the other one did it. But that's happened less now. We tend to... Like, we're not even really going in sometimes for the same stuff now, which is interesting.
Do you think it's because there's more stuff out there, or there's more actors, or combination, or
maybe just like we're different? Like, I don't know, but maybe we
are pretty different in terms of
just our style, I guess.
What we look like.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think there's just so many. Yeah. Like there are so many actors and so many verticals and I don't know.
Oh, it's crazy. No, I agree.
It's good. It's crazy. Yeah. And ultimately it would be great to work together, but we're just grateful for any work we get, really. Yeah. So and it's always a nice surprise when you see on the call sheet, like, oh my gosh, there's this person, or you get to set and oh wow, it is always a nice little surprise who you're going to know and who are the new friends you're going to know.
I was going to say, do you have a percentage of people that are new to the cast?
I feel like it's always... I've rarely worked with the same person twice.
Really?
Wow.
Rarely.
Well, because it's also all over, because you get on something and you've got... I mean, it's very rare that everyone is from LA. Like, if I'm shooting something in LA, there are people from New York and Atlanta and sometimes other countries, or it is pretty amazing. Yeah. So I just think with so many verticals being made, and so it's always a puzzle how something gets put together, and it gets put together so quickly as well. It's like green lit on Monday, and by Friday it's filming.
That is something. Well, here's a question that I had too, because I didn't realize you were both Australian when I first saw you in a vertical. So the question is, how did you perfect your American accents? You both are so believable.
You are.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
thanks.
Riley put me onto his accent coach, amazing Jenny Kent. And so you've been working with her for a while on a lot of different stuff. And you've been working with her for years, haven't you? Yeah,
I worked with a accent coach called Troy McIntyre. Before Jenny. So I worked with him from kind of when I was a teenager. He passed away, and then I was put on to Jenny Kent, who's absolutely incredible, loveliest woman in the whole entire world, and so busy, but she makes time for us still, which I'm very grateful for. So, and in Australia, anytime you audition for anything big, it's an American. If it's big, it's usually an American thing, and so you're working with your coach to break down the script and break down the dialect and kind of write it all out word for word kind of thing. And then because I did musicals as well, I got to do just American accent all the time because our musicals are American. And then coming over to LA, it's been very helpful to just be in the accent so much, and kind of just many hours taking a book and reading it aloud, or reading the script aloud and talking American all the time, and
hearing what other people are saying.
Yeah. So
when we first started as well, like we would start self-taping together, and I was obviously a lot newer to it. Riley was very helpful, and he'd be like, no, like it's like this, like you gotta. And so he was giving me extra at-home coaching too. And then I was really lucky. I did a play called Torch Song, which we used American accents for. So just before we moved to LA, I had like 3 months doing that play, which was such a good Kickstarter. and they actually hired Jenny on that play too. So we got her in there for that too.
Yeah, cool.
So, but then I would say for both of us, it's been so much easier since going here. And when we went back to Australia last month, I came back and I filmed a project for 2 weeks, and I have never struggled so much with my American accent as being back from Australia. Those Australian like seeped into my subconscious, and it was so jarring going back and being in a supermarket and hearing the announcer like he playing. I was like, this is so weird hearing so many Australians. Like it was very jarring. So it just goes to show how much being surrounded by you guys helps. And people on set will be helpful and sometimes teach us lingo and slang that we miss and things like that. And
yeah, one I learned the other day. I mean, we don't often say, well, you say this, so it's a word that I don't think you say very often, even in America, but it's I think it's spelled Pergola, or it's like a balcony, a veranda,
pergola.
Right.
Pergola, yeah.
Pergola, right? Pergola. So in Australia, it's a pergola, right? So I would have said pergola until hearing Americans say pergola, right? So you just pick up on little things like that, and so it's
I almost wonder if that's not regional for us, because I say
I think it is.
pergola.
Yeah.
I say pergola as well, not pergola.
Oh,
but I say pergola on the East Coast. So.
Yeah.
So East Coast is pergola, and
or different parts, because I mean it can be varied, especially if you get I'll get especially if you go to the south.
Okay, south. Oh gosh. We're very, very lucky in Australia just with accents. A lot of the stuff we're watching is, some of it's British, but a lot of it is American, and so that's super, super helpful. And really, any accent, if it's like with anything, you work on it long enough, and you can pick it up. And listening to American, like if I do a British role, I'll be listening to British podcasts and all the British people you can find someone you can really emulate. And so
it does make it harder to do other ones though.
Oh yeah,
I'd say, like, because just that when you start switching around, I think it becomes more challenging. It's easier to just stay in one versus your natural accent.
Yeah. And it's just an important thing you got to, I think, crack, and that's awesome and wonderful compliment that our accents are believable, because that's always the hope. You don't want people to be thinking about it. They just take you. They're not thinking about your accent. They're looking at the character in the story. So I just think it's the actor's job to remove that barrier.
Well, which is nice, because we've had the same thing. We've had guests from the UK that have done American shows, and then they come on our show and we are blown away. It's like, wow. It's like some we had I realized it when I got their agents, and they were agents in the UK, and I go, oh, they must be British. Yeah. And then they come on the show, and it's like, oh, it's like a whole different thing, so. But yeah, so we're kind of used to that. But this is the last question. Then I'm going to go back to Liz.
Okay.
They say, question for both of you. Besides vertical shorts, do you two prefer to work on comedies like what you were just talking about, metrosexual, or the horror genre? And they made a comment later. It was Hive they were talking about, not Hive. And that's from Patrick Pseudonym, I guess. I don't know. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Go ahead.
I just like everything. I love comedy. I love the horror. I love horror. I love the horror stuff I've done. I like everything. I mean, that's the variety is the cool thing.
So you really don't have a favorite? You just like to?
I think so, because I think there's comedy in everything. I do. I have to think. I love comedy. Probably my element is when I get to improv and just go crazy and stuff. But for me, the boss company's getting bombed. I did, even though it might not have made the end cut, I did lots of improv and stuff there, and the horror experience is so fun as well. And horror and comedy are probably also very, very close because they're both stimulating something like a laugh or a scream.
Yeah.
I kind of like it all. That's my answer.
Okay, Declan?
I probably have a slight bias towards more the drama. If it was a choice between horror and comedy, I'd say comedy. But if it's comedy and drama generally, I have a slight bias towards drama because I love, like, my favorite things to watch and be part of are like the young adult romance, you know, the rom-com-y dramas, like that kind of stuff is my cup of tea.
And I don't watch that much comedy, actually.
Yeah.
You watch more comedy stuff than me. I like really drama and true. So I really like drama. I would say a clearer thing is if you were to say to me, do you like film, TV, or theatre? Like I definitely love set. I do love the technical element of being on set. I've always just really enjoyed it. I like doing stage stuff as well, but if I had to choose, I love working with a camera because it's creative and technical.
Yeah.
In a way, I enjoy that. Working with the camera department and everyone on the crew.
Yeah.
I don't get frustrated by it. I enjoy the challenge.
Well, there you go. Liz, I'll go ahead and get to you, and then we'll go some final questions.
All right. Actually, it was a perfect lead-in because you guys were talking about horror, and I have stuff horror-wise questions for both of you. Declan, I'm going to start off with you. You have still got in post-production Red Smoke, which is a horror short. Are you able to talk about anything with it yet or not yet?
Oh, you know, I do believe that has actually already potentially come out. That
it has.
They potentially haven't updated that. But that's, I guess, an example of just young independent filmmakers who are creating their own work, which I think is just so huge, and just got onto that opportunity through a network. And that I can't even remember like when we filmed that. Like you've really you're making me go through the memory.
Because I tried seeing if it actually was out through some of the sources I have. I could not find it because I don't trust IMDb. They do not update.
Let me circle back to you. Let me find it.
Okay. And Riley, let's talk about The Demoness. That is actually one of my favorite horror movies that came out this year. How much fun, one, did you have doing it? And how did you actually get it? Because that one has such a 80s, 90s supernatural, almost campy in some ways feel. You know, you've got the horror, but you've got a little bit of that levitativity with it too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're well, you know, I still haven't seen it. So you can speak to the end style more than me. I'm so glad you enjoy it. So The Demoness was this weird time in the middle of the year where I did 2 horror films back to back. I literally went Demoness onto VHS. That was like a month of work. And it was like, what is going on here? Why is it back? It's just weird, something in the air. And it was so fun. Long sequences and the actress Sydney Colbertson, who plays the Demoness, and Mark Pontarelli, who plays the demon. And
I love Mark.
Vertical people as well. Lots of vertical people in everything. Because I guess all actors are doing verticals. So whatever you're doing, you know. It was so fun, and so that was an audition for the director Andrew DeBerg, and an audition and callback, and then I found myself on the set, and just so excited to be there, and it's so excited to be, spoiler alert, maybe killed, maybe not, but just, you know, any kind. It was just like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah,
the prosthetics.
I remember when he did that tape. Actually, there are tapes that like stand out in your mind when you read for each other. And I remember when he did that tape, I was like, I think he's got a good shot.
Oh, really?
With this one, yeah. Because that was the dance floor scene, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, there's a dance floor scene, and putting with some drug of some
Drug,
kind, and because in self-tapes I try to use whatever. If it says to do something with a prop, I try to
used
do
actual drugs.
Oh, really?
That's how you can take so good.
Kind of going a Martin Sheen type role when he,
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing, actually, I'm going to bring up, if you don't mind, Michael, a question from the chat group.
Oh, go right ahead. Yeah, was it the one that I marked or not?
No, you didn't mark.
Okay,
but it's because I actually had almost the same question, so we're going to give her credit for it. Marcia had said that we have now seen both of you in an episode of the new show on Tubi, Baby Shoe and Fwins. In the episode, the one with the stalker. That episode was nuts. How much fun was that? And that's almost an identical question to myself.
The way you said Fwins was so cute.
Fwins.
I just want to bottle that forever.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, it's really fun to see that now, because I don't think at the time we realized what it was going to look like or what it was going to be.
So that friend Shuang, who is from Australia as well, another amazing Australian in LA, and we shot so many. I mean, Declan had, I think, a larger filming schedule in that than me, but it was kind of like a vertical in shooting 20, 30 pages
2 days
in over the 1 or 2 days. So it was just and because Shu has done so much YouTube stuff, it's very much in that very quick style. It's like, okay, do this. Okay, got it. And you just do little bits here and there. So for me, going along, I really had no idea what was going on. I'm just like, okay, I say these lines, I kind of do this thing, and then you just forget about it, really. And then all of a sudden, it comes out on Tubi. It's like, oh wow, they've taken everything and edited it together. It's like it's kind of magical. So and it's so much fun,
because I remember I got the script that morning, and we started at 7 a.m. And so the way we did it was like we would just move scene to scene through it and like kind of look at it just before. And my actor brain like goes into panic mode, because I'm the kind of person, I need to be prepped. I need everything. Like I need to know absolutely everything. And so my brain that whole day was like on fire, panic mode. But it actually turned out okay.
It did. It's cute. It is really cute. On that one, Michael, I am going to throw it back to you, because I do know we have a little bit more in the chat group.
Yeah, we've got a few more, but it's got a little complicated for me. So, oh yes, this is the one. This is back when you were when Liz was talking about the suits that you had that were marvelous. Did you get to keep the suits? Can't you say?
We never really get to keep anything unless they're very, very nice. We don't get to keep any. The only thing I have got to keep from a production is I kept my coat that I wore as Leon in Fated to Miss, which was the werewolf vertical I did with Kira, Ethan, and Alexa Reddy. That's the only thing I got to keep from a set.
Is that the red one?
No, it's the long grey overcoat.
Oh, the red one's cool.
Yeah. I love that production.
Yeah, and I've got shoes.
Well, if you had been able to take them, would you have?
The orange suits? I think they were too dirtied by what I did in them.
Oh, okay, got you.
I was like, I have to go join a nunnery after this.
Oh my gosh, I need to see this series. What did you do? Oh my god.
Yeah, well, hey, what do you do? But Ginger Snap says, Declan and Riley love you guys. So I just wanted to throw that out at the end there. When you look back, let's say before COVID, would you have seen yourself doing what you're doing now, or was this not even in the plans?
No way. No
way. What did you think that you might be doing at that time in 2020 and 2025? Or weren't you even thinking that far in advance?
During COVID, I was casting
Survivor?
I was casting reality shows. I was interviewing people for Survivor and other reality shows in Australia. as one of my jobs, and I was getting a permit because when COVID was super, the toughest restrictions in Melbourne, you needed a permit to leave the house for any reason. And I was an essential worker because I was working on a show called Gogglebox, which films every week in people's houses, and because it's going to air every single week, that has to be made. And so I was an essential worker. So I was driving with a mask on to set with this letter with no one else on the road saying in case I get pulled over, and then going back home. So it was kind of, it was a wild time.
Our lives were so different. Like we were reflecting on this yesterday, like Thanksgiving. There's no part of us that thought we would be living in LA, working full time on vertical series and obviously lots of other stuff, but we just had no idea that this could be possible and that we could have this life here. And life was so different. Like I was working full time in employment law. Like it is just, I can't tell you how different our just whole life was back then. Like it's crazy.
Do you regret anything that you've done?
For me personally, I think there's obviously a part of me that goes, I wonder what would happen if I had started pursuing this earlier. And, I feel like, there is a part of me that goes, I spent a lot of years trying to please other people or doing what I think I should do. But I think that all informs you now, and you ultimately where you are now, it's an amalgamation of life experiences. And I wouldn't trade where I am now for the world, but I think it's all informed you. But yeah, for both of us, there's been an immense change. Like really, we are so different to when we first met as well. Even
really,
yeah. I mean, Riley was acting then, but I remember it was a totally different way of life in Australia. Like you were producing so much, and he was going show to show on Survivor and Married at First Sight, and
yeah. Oh, look, I think everything's always you're always doing the best you can and on the journey you're meant to be on. So I've always been loving my life and loving our life. But the thing that I always had with my psychologist, the conversation I would always have, my big trouble was, people don't see me as an actor. People don't see me as an actor. People don't see me as an actor. This was like my recurring thing. And because in Australia, I acted a lot. I'm a professional actor. But I also produced a lot of reality shows, and I produced my own stuff, and I did other jobs. I've been bartender. I've been a blackjack dealer. I've been debt collector.
He was almost in the police.
I was in the police. I've done so many more.
Alternate universe where he could have been a police officer in Tasmania and we could have met.
And so
I can picture that, and I'm sure a lot of our gentlemen viewers could too.
It could be the vertical series.
Yeah, definitely.
Seems like there's some trouble. I'll have to lock you up right now. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I agree, Declan.
But so what's this tangent I'm going off?
Police.
I was very concerned that I wasn't acting enough, and that has gone because it's been filled with so much evidence. It's the people that America's allowed us to become. I'm very, very grateful for. Like, I think your environment really, really shapes you. I think sometimes that's why people don't like, if they've had a traumatic, wherever your hometown is or your early years, if you had any trauma there, you might not want to go back to that place because it makes you feel like you're going backwards, and it brings out that kind of hurt inner child in you. And on the positive thing, what America has done is it's this time that could, if it ends in a month's time and there's not as much acting work, I'll go and be a server or go and do other things, because acting's a lifelong thing, right? You never know how much the work's going to be, how heavy the flow is going to be, you know, how much work is going to be coming. So we're just grateful for this time where we're working actors, and it's just every day is like, wow, pinch yourself. It's like, what? This is crazy, because we've got a long way that we still want to go, and it's just crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like every day we go, this is amazing. Whenever you get paid to do what you love, I think that's just like, wow, that's a real privilege. And so no, I would not have. I didn't even know about verticals back then, or
most of us didn't, except Liz.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Since she watched the Chinese ones before America started them, but yeah, that's a whole other story.
Yeah. And that's why, and not even just verticals, but like the music videos and the theater and the YouTube channels that then create their own short films, and all the stuff that is all across North America, really, and just in all the stuff that is here. Yeah. It's just so inspiring. Just people making stuff is so inspiring. Like that's the most inspiring thing. Whenever someone's like, hey, I want to get a camera, I want to film something, or I want to put on this theater thing, I want to do. It's just so. It's like, yeah, making stuff. You know, that's the stuff.
I'm going to throw up Marsh's comment about, and Liz, I'm going to have you read this one because you can say the word better than I can. Because they enjoy
I have to think about it. I'm not going to be able to say it. Marcia said, thank you for cluing us in on the funs of Fwens.
Fwens. So cute.
But Liz, go ahead and do your closing, or, you know, your whatever.
Oh, actually, yeah. You can both answer this. If you had one dream role, if anything that you could do, what do you think production-wise you would do? Or would you even maybe think about doing them together? This has got to be a big production role, not just a vertical or whatever.
$200 million production.
Yeah.
As in like the role on it, like cast or crew, or do you mean, or
roll on it, yeah.
I roll on it.
Oh, like an existing production?
It could be an existing one. It could be one in your head.
Okay.
Kind of a premise of it, yeah.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, my things being in James Bond.
Yep. I knew you were going to say that anyway, but
since I was 10, that's been my thing. But like to act on a James Bond movie, that's kind of my. I don't have to be James Bond. That's, you know, cherry on top of being in the Bond universe. I'm such a James Bond fan, and that's kind of what I've dreamt of since I was 10, and what's always kind of driven me.
I think we discussed that before. We both absolutely love Bond, so yeah. All right, Declan, your turn.
I'd love to be a Targaryen.
Oh my God!
You?
Yes. Oh yes.
Oh my.
Picture that. Yeah.
It's probably
I can picture that completely, 100%.
One of my favorite shows of all time. So that would be a total dream come true.
You'd have to bleach.
You gonna do the Seven Kingdoms?
I would bleach my hair. I would do anything.
Did you hear what Liz said?
Are you going to watch the Seven Kingdoms? Are you going to watch the Seven Kingdoms when it comes out?
Is there a new spin-off coming?
Yes.
January. We're going to be doing a review show on it. You should come on if you're not working.
Oh my gosh.
Can I talk about it?
Show?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm there. Count me in.
Cool. I think we've actually already got it scheduled. Let me see. Let me tell you when it's going to be. Liz, you go ahead with. Do you have another question while I look this up?
Just basically, wanted to say again, thank you guys so much for doing this again. It has absolutely been a blast. With you guys, I love talking to you guys because it's literally, it makes my day. You guys are so absolutely cool, and it's just so fun. And you are, as Michael knows, I've adopted you both. You are both my adopted sons. I swear to God.
Right back at you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We love it too. Thank you.
Yes, it's going to be on the first one because the show comes out on Sunday, the 18th of January, the first one. We will have a review show Monday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. And if you're not working and you've got to see it, we'd love to have you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Come on and chat about it. We usually have 4 to 7 people that are just chatting about the show and what they thought and everything else. It's kind of fun because we did House of the Dragon and we did the last few seasons of Game of Thrones also. So
Wow.
yeah. So it's one of our other shows on the big network. So it's not under Talented Universe, but it's on one of the other ones. So
Cool.
yeah.
Oh wow. Amazing.
Love it.
So you're invited, and Riley, if you have to sit there and watch it with them, you're welcome to come too.
Thank you.
He forces you to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, if he forces you, but if he doesn't, then that's even better. So it's like, but is there anything before we close that you wanted to bring up that we might not have brought up? Like, I don't know.
No, just thank you so much for having us and for everyone who came and listened. And we appreciate and love you all.
Thank you to you guys. You're so amazing, and it really is an honor to be on this and be asked back. It's very, very lovely, and just all the fans for asking questions and just watching in general, especially the vertical fans, because it is. I mean, without an audience, there's no.
No, there's no. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just awesome to hear that people are enjoying different shows and different storylines and having a reaction, good or bad, to the characters.
Yes, want a house to fall down on you because you're so bad.
Oh no! I just wanted the garbage can bin lid to fall on him or flip him into it because he was digging through the dumpster.
Oh well, I was thinking more, but I guess that would be a bigger budget. So
Not exactly heartless.
Well, but so if there's not anything else, thank you both for coming. We have enjoyed it immensely. People out in the chat world, thank you for coming. Thank you for not communicating between each other so it didn't drive me crazy trying to filter out the questions. I appreciate that. But everyone, take care. And hopefully we'll have them both back again, a little bit later when they've got more fun things to talk about. So everyone take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks so much.